Hey, today's a pajama day. You don't want to put on pants? Hey, you don't have to put on pants. Hey, do you want to do your science project in your big boy underwear and one sock? Let's do big boy underwear, science project, one sock. I'm not tripping. What's going on, amazing people? My name is Michelle Farley of MichelleFarleyWrites.com, and this is Copy Magnet TV. Each week I'll bring to you tips, tricks, and hacks all about copywriting and how you can start, grow, and sustain your copywriting business. If this is your first time coming to my channel, welcome. I hope you stay along for the journey and consider liking, subscribing, and even sharing my video. Today is a little different. I'm talking about how to remain positive and productive and stay sane while working from home during COVID-19. If you're ready to get started, let's go. So just like you, my life has totally been flipped upside down for the last month or so. And I'm finally getting into a routine where things are starting to flow in our home when it comes to working and parenting a young child. And so I just wanted to share with you a few tips and techniques that we've used in the last week and a half, 2 weeks, that have truly been beneficial to us. So let's get into it now. So the first thing was we were very structured in the way that we handled our schedules for our son and for our work. And it sounded like a good idea at the time. We had lesson plans for him and we had like these very myopic ideas about how the day would go, and it was an epic fail. Epic fail. All right, so we had to rethink the ways that we did that. Is that we kept an outline of how we wanted the day to go for our son and how we wanted the day to go for ourselves. My husband has a 9-to-5. For many of you who have watched my videos, you know I have a 9-to-5, and I also have what I call a 6 till it's done copywriting business, that I operate. And so my majority of my day is for my 9 to 5. And so with the flexibility of being able to change my hours while working from home, I've chosen to work an earlier schedule so that I can have earlier evenings and later on the day with my son, and then able to do my copywriting projects. Okay, so for my son, he went to preschool, and so while he was there all day, they did not have curriculum assignments with them every minute of the time of the day, right? And so we knew that as parents, but for some reason while he was home, we thought that was going to be different, and that was just, it was ridiculous. So what we came up with was basically like he has little sections, like little resource sections of sections within the house that he can go to. So we built like a little reading center, and then we have like a sensory center, and then we have where he can use like technology, which is his tablet, and all of those are like 15-minute like intervals, right? So it gets him a good hour of that. And then you got to figure in snacks. Y'all, I didn't realize until I saw his real schedule from school how many snacks this child has during the day. I was like, oh my goodness. But yeah, so we figured in snacks, then you gotta figure in lunch, and you figure in nap time. And so he really didn't need a whole lot to fill his day, because with those other, like with snacks, with lunch, and with like going outside twice a day, I really did fill up the day for the most part. And so he's much happier, we're much happier. I'm like, hey, today's a pajama day. You don't want to put on pants? Hey, you don't have to put on pants. Hey, do you want to do your science project in your big boy underwear and one sock? Let's do big boy underwear, science project, one sock. I'm not tripping. And so that has been very helpful for our entire family, and we're not tripping on it. And using that same thing, the next thing with that outline is that my husband and I changed the word commute to transition. Like, how do we transition from we're at home and we're trying to get ready for work to we're at work and this is our work, time and behavior, and then we are going to transition and back into home stuff, right? And so it was very difficult for us the first 2 weeks. But now with this extra time of not having to commute, I'm able to work out at a decent time, because before I had to work out super early in the morning, which made me unmotivated most of the time, because I had to be out the house by 7. So now with this time, I'm able to get up at 5:30 or get up at 6, work out for 45 minutes. By the time I'm getting up, my husband is up. My son may be getting up, he may not be, but I can take a shower. And when I'm out the shower, like, we can all have breakfast together, which is a big thing for me because we typically aren't able to do that except for the weekends. So this has been a very added thing. Now, if our son decides that, hey, he wants to sleep in at 7:30 or 8, my husband and I are now able to have like a little coffee date before our day gets started, and before we get him up and get him going in his lesson and going outside and all that stuff too. Our day ends. For me, I'm a little dramatic. My husband tells me this all the time. When the work day ends, like, the work day ends. Like, I'm like, laptop's closed and finished and put away. And we're not doing this, put it away. Don't have your email up. So it's a complete transition to home life. So now it's just home life. Now for our son, he doesn't get it. He just like, hey, I've been home all day, did a little reading, did a couple of sight words, I did my numbers, did my handwriting. He's like, hey, played my tablet. But for us, it definitely helps put us in a mindset. So we eat dinner as a family, we get our son ready for like evening activities in bed, and then we're able to, hey, you catch a movie or do something else, just so, like, again, like, we're in the same space all day, but let's just break it up so it feels a little different. So that brings me to the next point. We had to figure out a way to maneuver our schedules together. So the first week, we were just not communicating. It was just, he had a video call, I had a video call. I'm on mute trying to get my son a snack. He's on video meeting. I'm walking around just looking a hot mess because my day hasn't necessarily started before his. So it was just crazy. So we had to have a conversation about meetings, schedule, times, all the different things, and make a boundaries of where we're going to be working at. So my husband is a creature of habit, and he likes to stay in the same spot that he was in, throughout the day. For me, I do have a designated workspace, and if it's a call that I need to be on, I appreciate having a door and that it's, quieter. But I also like moving around and having my son with us. If he has a lesson or if he's doing something else, if he wants to read or he just wants to sit next to me, I'm able to move around too, so he doesn't feel confined to one room for the day. So I may be a couple of hours in my office, and I might go out. If the weather's nice, I might go out on in the backyard. I might go in the front. I might go into the basement. I might go into the kitchen. I just go all over, right? So for me, in my mind, it makes me feel like I'm not being stuck, even though I am, and it helps my son too. And so, and it works for my husband too, as long as, we're just vibing where we're gonna be at, and to control the noise level depending on what types of meetings that we have. It also we really just had to like stop and take in what's happening, and although some very serious things are happening out in the world, that we should still be counting our blessings that we are still able to have an income, and that our son is healthy, and that we are in good health. And so we are taking this time to really appreciate our family and our friends, appreciating this time together, and creating memories that we may not have been able to do had this not occurred. So that was the other thing too. Oh, and then the other one was just stay connected. And so we definitely use technology. We use our Google Assistant, we use Skype, we use Zoom, we use GChat, WhatsApp. We use all those things to stay connected with our family and friends. We also think about our family who are not really into technology. So this week has been really cool that my son and I were able to do handwritten cards, and he was able to make pictures so we can send those to our older family members who again can't get out of their homes as much or not at all, and who can receive a card from us, and just to let them know that we're thinking about them. It was a great activity for my son, but it was also a great reminder for me of all the things that I'm able to do that some some of my older family members can't do. And again, that I don't live alone, so I do have that companionship. It just put things in perspective for me, and so just wanted to share that. So that's really it. I just wanted to share a few tidbits and strategies that we've used in my house to remain positive and productive during COVID-19. I hope that you found this helpful. If so, consider liking my video, possibly sharing it, and hey, go ahead and hit that subscribe button too. Again, my name is Michelle Farley. This is Copy Magnet TV. Until we speak again, I wish you peace and blessings. Bye.